Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you just a basic neck wrap. There's a bunch of different ways of doing the neck wrap, a bunch of different variations and everything. I'm just going to be showing you the way that I think is easiest to start with at first. This is going to be the back of the neck wrap. I'll do the front neck wrap later on. Alright, so we're going to start this. The easiest way I think is to, if your staff has a line in the middle for the balance points, definitely use that. I would definitely suggest adding one if you don't have one. It really helps for learning. So what I would do to start out with for this neck wrap is place this middle point on your palm, and we're going to use a 3/4 grip here with our other hand. So that just means bracing the staff halfway between the middle point and the end with our other hand. And this allows us to control the staff as it's moving. I feel like this assist hand here really helps early on. I feel like it's really important to be modest with it and to allow yourself some training wheels at first, and to not go super fast and complicated. This will really speed up your learning process. And so please use your assist hand if you need it. Obviously, for people who have been doing Dragon for a while, you might not need it, but for people that are just starting out, use this hand. This allows us to really just go as slow as we want during this movement. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put this middle point on our palm, and we're just going to slowly guide this up the arm. And so one of the things that's hard at first, especially coming from if the chi roll is the only thing you've done so far. So when we're doing the chi roll, we're really only focusing on the outward rotation, this gyroscopic out rotation of the rod. Whereas in moves like this, we're now applying also the rotation of the ends have to be rotating at a certain timing for the trick to work. And so that's one thing that's going to be a little tricky at first, is to time the rotation of the ends. So this is basically rotating enough to get to the other side equally. A common mistake at first is to be rotating and have this be going too quick and it hits your head, or it goes out of control, tries to do an extra spin, goes out of control. So that's why it's really important to do this assist hand early on. And I think the easiest way to do this is to isolate it, basically just going from this palm, turning, and stopping here and making sure the staff is straight. So essentially it's going to be rotating 90 degrees. So we're starting out horizontal like this, and then as we go up the arm, we're slowly turning this way so it rotates 90 degrees. And so then we can switch hands to make this easier. We just want to duck, keep this rolling, and focus not only on this outward rotation, but also this rotation of the ends to go another 90 degrees. So it's here, and we're rotating out to here. And so from the other side, here to here. And so notice how I'm really leaning here. For a lot of these moves I'm going to be doing, the more you lean, the more you bend, the easier it's going to be, because you're essentially just making your body a platform for the staff. So if the staff is rolling on my left side here, if I'm like leaning all the way like this, it's really making a flatter surface for the staff. Whereas if I don't lean, it's just going to be a lot harder, it's going to be a lot faster. So especially when we're going around the back of the neck here, if I'm down here, the staff is going to have a lot easier time. I mean, it can just sit here if I'm bending enough, and it's going to have a lot easier time with this rotation. And this is going to come in handy too, just getting yourself used to bending like that. It's going to really come in handy if later on, if you want to be learning the like the back spins, and the like when you're doing extra spins around the neck. You really have to be leaning with this, really leaning down to give this a little bit more balance. So another thing I would suggest is when you're learning these moves, before you stop for the day, I would try to pair these, combine these moves with what you already know to really ingrain it into your memory and your muscle memory. So I would suggest doing this neck wrap into this chi that you've done. So wrap into this chi. Other side. Wrap into chi. So one thing I didn't go over in the chi videos is transitioning from the outward to the inward. This is actually going to really help for a lot of transitions into different moves. For instance, like this neck wrap that we're doing. So if I'm doing this outer chi roll here, if I transition into the inward here, like this. So again, now this time I'm going to transition into the inward chi roll, then I'm going to go straight into the neck wrap. So inward, neck wrap. Back to the chi. Other side, inward, neck wrap. And so it really helps to combine I would suggest every new trick that you learn, I would combine it with what you already know. Not only to try to figure out the combinations possible with the two, but also really helps your memory to pair these together. To pair the new stuff with the old stuff. It really locks it into your memory. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but I'm gonna do a little bit more, just because the neck wrap, there's so much to it. There's so many different angles and different ways of doing the neck wrap. I want to at least show the front neck wrap and some combinations you can do with the back and the front. So yeah, here's the front neck wrap. So that was some versions of the front neck wrap. So we're going to combine these. You can go like here, and you can go around the front. You notice that in some of those I was doing this transition here where I go from the outward into the inward, just using my forearm. So let's go over that a little bit. Please remind me to, feel free to comment if I'm doing something in these videos that I haven't gone over that you're like, how does he do that? There's a lot of things that I just do on muscle memory now, and I just don't realize that I'm doing them, that are simple for me, but might be something that you want to explain. So feel free to comment, and I can explain what I'm doing there. So for this transition here, basically what's happening, so we're going to go back to our assist grip here, is we're turning this enough so it rotates outward like this. So think of it like this, so this neck wrap here, it's really essentially the reverse of this. So as we're going here and over, we're just allowing this to rotate a little bit more, so it goes basically like I guess it's 180 degrees here. So if we go here and then just take our assist hand to reverse it, and reverse the staff getting past this elbow, the part with the elbow is going to be the hardest. So really, the slowest way you could do this, I guess, is just to use this assist hand, and you really also emphasize leaning too. You can also, I mean, what I've been working on, and also what I will show later on, is being able to roll this and reverse this without hands, which is possible. It's just way more advanced. But the first step to this, to that right there, is going to be using this arm as an assist, using not only your off hand to assist it, but also using your forearm on the other hand to assist this staff to go the other way. And so with this neck wrap here, I'm going around, and then we're going to reverse, and then I'm using this hand to guide it once again back over my head. And we can just lean, and eventually, so the more you do this, the less of your arm you're going to use. So I don't know if you saw in that last one, I kind of use just like right here to kind of just guide that staff, guide the rotation over. And then eventually all you need is right here, and a lot of contact staff is really you're just keeping it trapped in this pocket here in your shoulders, in your traps also as well. So on the other side, looks like this. It's going over, and you can combine this into some different front neck wraps and some around the chest just by leaning. So it's here, going over. We can go to like a Superman chi position. So you can do like the Superman and then turn and guide this over, out. And so you can see how there's just endless combinations here with just this chi and going around your neck. And also what really helps too with the chi and the wrap combinations is to really slow down as much as you can mid-transition. So once I transition here, really you can just slow this down, get it where you want it, and then go back into your neck wrap or whatever you're going to do here. We can use our arms to kind of push it. Use our arms and hands to kind of push this staff when it's not where we want it to be, when it's not going as fast as we need it to go. You can kind of give it a little. That's one that you might use a little bit, is just see how I just kind of just use both hands to kind of keep that spin going, kind of like revving the staff up a little bit. So that in combination with somebody just kind of palming it here and revving the staff back up. That in combination with taking your assist hand, moving it further, using your shoulders, really leaning. I pushed it with the back of my arm there to keep that going. So these are all examples of little assist nudges and grabs and spins that you can do. And then later on, you can take those away for more fluidity and to be able to do these without your hands. Alright guys, that's probably enough for this video. Kind of went went on some rants there, but yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.